Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. But right away, they'll change the look. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Williams. And he is caught. And now off to the races down the right side.
Jameson Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams, 82 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Cut, ready, go check, go check.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McKenzie. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. This out quickly to Williams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone's...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Williams.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebackers.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jayden Reed, 83 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
His throw incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Williams throwing on 1st down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Slot man moves right. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on second down. McKenzie trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Williams escaping the pressure right. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. From 17 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
They'll look to throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 5.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Back to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, McKenzie. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. And when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 30 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion left is Higgins. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back to throw. Right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. The partners still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McKenzie. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Looking to throw. McKenzie. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to claw one back.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
On first down, McKenzie. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Back to throw, McKenzie.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
there he goes right side.
There he goes again. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And my goodness, another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Right. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Back to throw. McKenzie.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
First down, Jacksonville.
Mustang 19. Go.
On 1st and 10, McKenzie. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Right. And that will be incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Now right to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Right to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.